too close to the... Alright, here we go. Good morning. Good morning and happy Saturday. So, we're going to start right off with our generals. Today we have to do a lot of eating. We have to eat 5 canned foods. We also have to eat 5 dry goods. We have to skin 5 chickens, which you can either go, some of the easiest spots are Emerald Ranch. There's that pen in the cow pen that has a couple chickens in it. Or you can fast travel into Le Gras, and there's usually 5 or 6 chickens running around there. Rathskeller Fork up near Tumbleweed, there's chickens up there. If you just go to Tumbleweed and travel up to the corner there. I'll kind of go through in a minute when I open up the map, and I'll show you guys some good spots to get some chickens. Finish a showdown in a shootout series. So that's nice and easy. You don't really have to get any certain place or any certain kills. You just have to go in and make sure that you're there until it finishes. Update a hairstyle. So you can go to any barber. There's one in the saloon in Valentines. There's an actual barber shop in Blackwater and St. Denis that you can just run in and get your hairstyle changed. I usually do something easy. I just switch it from one color to the other if I don't feel like actually changing my hairstyle. Jumped from a horse to another horse. So if you have a posse member with you, just ride up until you get the prompt to jump to horse, and then just jump to their horse. You can do it to random NPCs too. Oh lord. Alright, multiple player kills in 5 seconds in a showdown. This one, if you're not really into PvP or any kind of like fighting, this one's going to be a little rough. If you have your paint it black, go ahead and put some explosive rounds, and if you don't have those, just try and maybe even chuck a piece of dynamite in between where 2 people are trying to to block something. Good morning, Will. Good morning. But yeah, good luck on that one. And if you can't get it, don't be too upset. Like, there's some times where you just cannot finish every single one of these. It's not that big of a deal. You do still have a chance to finish all your roll dailies and get your bonus gold there. So, for Bounty Hunter, we have to 1 bounty completed without killing an enemy or bounty target again. But, like yesterday, this one doesn't usually register for me, so I'm not even going to bother. 1 bounty hunt completed with 5 minutes or more left. That one's pretty easy. We might go and do that one. And 2 bounty targets taken down with bolas. So you can buy these in the catalog under the workwear and trade section, and then just go over to where the bounty hunter section is for that, and you can get your bolas there. Or you can go into any gunsmith. That's not right. You have to go to a fence. I'm sorry. You have to go to a fence for that. For the trader, 20 carcasses donated within 10 minutes. Here is where you can pull from all your frogs and your little animals that you have been keeping in your satchel that I keep telling you guys, you know, gather as many as you can. These are the dailies that these are good for. 1 Crypt special camp stew recipe completed. So the special recipe is the very first one, the one that usually includes some kind of canned good or special meat or herb or something. And distance delivery wagon traveled. So just do some deliveries and you'll get your distance. If you don't have anything in your crypts and you've only got like 2 goods and you want to still get this daily, go ahead and start it, even if you just do a local, and then just go pick a field and drive around in circles until it registers your distance. It's actually a really easy one to get. You just have to drive around your wagon. Your delivery wagon, not your hunting wagon. For the collector, we have to drink one of our antique alcohol bottles. So just go into your inventory and pick one that you have the most of and drink it. We need 5 bird eggs found. I usually go immediately to a goose, a duck, or a loon egg first, because you can pick up anywhere from 1 to 5 of these. And if you pick up 5, then 1 spot and you've got them all done. And then 3 collectibles found with a shovel. So that's not bad at all. If you use the JR map, you can run around and grab stuff that has the shovel on it. Coins, jewelry, airheads, fossils. For the Moonshiner, we need to go dance with the band for 2 minutes. So you just go in, talk to the lady by the piano, tell her to play music, and then just stand there and do some dancing. 2 Moonshine Bar Drunken Player interactions. So if you have people you're playing with, or if you invite people to your shack and they actually come in, just make sure you're drunk, walk up to the player and hit circle, and it'll slap them. I've heard both ways. Some people don't have this problem, some people do have this problem. For me, though, it will not register 2 drunken interactions in the same moment. So, like, if I slap somebody, I have to actually physically walk out of the shack, re-enter the shack, and then do it again. Also, what helps is if you're playing by yourself and you can't get anybody, you can still actually get this daily done. If you go to your Moonshine Shack, and when you hit triangle to enter the shack, as soon as you hit triangle, start spamming your circle button. And it may take a couple seconds, or it may take you a couple times to try it. But if you just start spamming your circle button, it'll give you, as you enter the bar, the shack, it'll give you that drunken player interaction. So we'll go run over and I'll do that real quick. And then 1 moonshine sold with 5 minutes left. So again, this one, just do a moonshine delivery and make sure you've got at least 5 minutes left on the timer. For the naturalist role, we have to sell animal samples to Harriet. 5 of them. We'll see if she sprays us. Do 5 animal samples taken within 10 minutes. A really good one to do is if you go to like Emerald Ranch and you can sedate all the sheep and, you know, any of the animals around there, like just real quick, you can stand on the sheep pen and sedate a bunch of stuff, run around, collect the 5 samples, and be done. Rabbits are also really helpful because they run all over the place, especially in like the heartlands. And 2 hearty tonics used when too hot or too cold. So my go-to is the hearty tonics you buy from Harriet, and I go up to Coulter and I just kind of stand around Coulter. And what I'll probably do today is, because we need things with a shovel, is I'll run and find a fossil or something close to the fast travel, so that way I'm getting cold, and then as soon as you get the little flashy red snowflake symbol in the snow, in your heart health bar thing, take a hearty tonic. Another good way is to go out to like the desert with like your winter clothes on, and then you'll get like the flashy red sun, like you're over hot, and then you can take a hearty tonic. There's about a 35-minute to 45-minute cooldown on... What are you doing, character? Whatever. There's about a 45-minute cooldown before you can take another hearty tonic and have it count. So... we have a delivery ready. Alright, so real quick, we're going to start off with making some lamb stew. So you have all your different qualities, but the superior quality, the one at the top, I'm sorry, not the superior, this one. I'm not fully awake yet, you guys. The minty lamb and pea, the one that actually requires like the mutton and the mint and the can of peas, this is the special one.
I have to say, I've outdone myself with a stew this time.
I'm just going to go ahead and eat a whole bunch of stuff today. If you are new and you don't have a lot of stuff in your satchel to pull from, you can run around and any building that you can go into, search the entire building. Search the kitchen cabinets, search the cupboards, search everything. You can pick up a ton of canned foods and dry foods, candy bars, all kinds of stuff that you can pick up, and just start getting in the habit of gathering that stuff until you get to the point to where you're comfortable in your money situation to be able to go into a catalog and buy things. If you are not completely broke, if you open up your catalog, alright, there we go, canned foods are eaten. So if you open up your catalog, you can go to provisions, and then you have your canned goods, fresh food, dry good, liquor, and tobacco. So you can just go in to your canned goods, which are on sale this week, and buy a handful of them. Like the peas are 37 cents this week. So stock up on those for future times when this is a daily. Also, like I used it for my stew, so it's good to have some of these for the stew. Like the peaches, there's some of these things that you also need for like your moonshine. So it's good to have at least a handful of cans of each. And then once you get yourself some cans, go into dry goods. So your dry goods are like your biscuits and your bread rolls and your crackers. Make sure you have some of these. Buy some more bread. That way you can get that one done. And then if you just go to your lockbox, you can collect all of it, and it's in your satchel, and that way you can eat them and use them for things. Let's see here. We need something dry. Biscuits will do. I'll be overweight here in a minute. Alright, we are going to go... Wait. Here we go. 20 carcasses. Here, I've got 19 squirrels. I'm going to donate all 19.
I'll take whatever I can get.
And then a sparrow.
Beautiful.
So if you've got some downtime and you just wanted to be on the game and enjoy some quiet time, run around, get you a whole bunch of stuff here, and just keep them stocked into your satchel. It makes doing dailies like this one super, super easy. 20 carcasses in 10 minutes, done. Let's see, that one, stew and some carcasses. In order for the hearty tonic to work, I should not have. Good morning, Miss 247. Mister, I'm sorry. Didn't have my glasses on. In order for the hearty tonic to work, your health has to already be questionable. So because I just ate the stew and all the other stuff, it's not going to be a good idea to go up. It's going to take way too long for my character to get cold. So I'm going to wait and just kind of run around and let her wear down a little bit before we go up there and see if we can freeze our ass off some. But before we go kill chickens, we're going to go see Harriet and see if she'll let us sell her some stuff. If she's on the daily where you have to go and do anything with her, try and get that done first, because as soon as you run over a rabbit or anything else, you're toast. She'll spray you in the face. Ah, 247. That's awesome. I'm glad you're here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, okay? She's already screaming. That's not a good sign. We're going to start with just trying to... Nope. There we go.
Well, I won't stand for it.
And there we go. She's so much fun. So when she sprays you like this, you actually have, I think it's 5 minutes, however long it is her cooldown period is before she settles down. You have 5 minutes where you can do and kill as many things as you want. And she doesn't really hold it against you because she's mad at you. So now I'm going to go run over here and see if we can get some of these chickens while she settles down. That way we can sell things to her. So I'm in LeGras, and someone must have been here. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. 247. So normally, right here near this porch, there's a little flock of chickens. Their spawn rates are going to be garbage today because they are on the dailies. So don't get disheartened. Just every once in a while, if you're near fast travel, go ahead and just fast travel in. Also check Emerald quite regularly. So we have right here in LeGras, this house. You can also go right here to Emerald, and there's chickens there. There are also, let's see, up here at the fork. And then over in Rhodes, in Braithwaite Manor, if you come down, this little cluster of houses here, there's a pen that also has chickens in it. And there are a smattering of other places throughout the entire map. But they're not as easy to grab. So I try and find ones that stay close to a fast travel. We are real quick gonna just go check Emerald Station. Alright, so Mr. 247 says he has the collector roll for money, and what should he get next, since he already has a method to make money? If you do not have the bounty hunter one, that's really good for making gold. Out of the moonshiner and the trader, you actually have to get the trader first, and then have that leveled up to level 5 before you can unlock the moonshine roll. I believe there is a way to just pay gold to unlock the moonshine, but there's nothing more special about the moonshine than like the trader to make it worth spending the extra gold to unlock it and then the gold to buy it. So I would recommend trader first. It's a good passive way to make money, plus it gives you some great easy dailies. And then once you get leveled up to 5, go ahead and grab the moonshine. Alright. So I'm guessing by the amount of people here, there's probably not going to be chickens. And prairie chickens that fly over like the prairie and the heartland, those do not count. Alright, so he says he is avoiding trying to use gold as much as possible. The best thing to do then is if you're not in a hurry, definitely go for the trader first. And then that way that saves you that money, that gold you'd have to spend to unlock the moonshine without actually having the trader. And then as you build up your gold stock a little bit more, then you can unlock the moonshine as well. Both of which are really good passive ways to make money. You just kind of set them up and they work in the background, and then you just do deliveries for them. Alright, so we're going to go back to the draw. The chickens are going to be a pain today.
I know my horses, and this is a good one.
Alright, I just thought about this one too. Another really good spot for some chickens. We're back in the grow. But if we go up here by Emerald, so the Heartland Overflow right here, there's a little farm right here, just north of it, and there is a chicken pen there. There are often chickens in Valentine too, in the auction yard right here. I'll keep pointing more out as I remember where they are. Oh, ah, see, here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, of course, we're one short. That's alright. 1 is easier to find than 5. So just right here, you can see the fast travel. And they're usually just hanging out right here by this porch. And so, like, I got 4. So at some point, I'll just kind of swing back through here and fast travel in. And check and see if I can just get one more. I don't know. Get the chicken. There. Let's see if Harriet will let us sell her some stuff real quick. Or if she's going to be a psycho still.
You planning to say hello or just drop by?
Oh, she sounds happier now.
I'm open for trade with you, but I will not forget or forgive your behavior.
Blah, blah, blah.
A must, but be careful.
So,
These
down
can be
here
lethal
is where you
to
can
the
buy the
smaller
blending
members.
tonic and the hardy tonic. Today we needed the hardy. This one helps regulate your character's temperature. So if you're in the Arctic, like up in Coulter, and you didn't put on a winter outfit, if you take a hardy, it'll like it'll null out like the coldness, I guess, and your character won't get that cold and your stats won't start dropping. And same thing if you're out in the desert wearing a winter outfit. If you take a hardy tonic, the heat won't affect your character and their stats won't drop. These do go on sale, and what I normally do is when they are on sale, I stock up and I buy a bunch of them, so that way I don't have to spend $15 on a tonic. So just keep an eye out and buy them as you can. They make for really, really easy dailies, especially the blending tonic ones. Alright, so we have to sell her 5 samples. So I have a lot of gray wolf samples.
It will add greatly to my studies.
And I went to go, here we go.
Hope it doesn't miss this.
I try and keep everything at about 5.
Fine, I'll take it.
Especially easy ones that I grab a lot for the dailies. So like today, 5 samples in 10 minutes. The sheep would have been a great one, except I had 10 samples. So I'll bring that down to 5. Just to make daily challenges easier.
Travel safe.
Alright, so where are we? What do we got going here? 3 done. 1, 2, 3. Those ones will be easy. We need 1 more chicken. Hairstyle. Alright, let's go to Blackwater. Yes. Okay, someone asked, or someone made a comment, sorry, about the pamphlets are pretty expensive. They are expensive, and if you're not going to do a lot with them, until you have enough money to where you are comfortable spending freely and it's not that big of a deal, some of these pamphlets are not really required. So like for Harriet, it's not going to show me because I already have them, but the legendary pheromone pamphlet or the reviver, some of these things use stuff that is a way much, like it's harder to grab and find and accumulate the items than it is just to spend the $15 for a handful of the
It's an
the
impressive
tonics that you can buy
collection,
from
isn't it?
her. It's just easier if you're still low on cash. The only one that I really suggest that you buy if you are really into um, the naturalist role and you're doing it a lot, the sedative varmint pamphlet is good. And then if you go to Madame Nazar and buy a bunch of prairie poppy, or go out to the plains and pick some, that way you have it. That way, if you're out and you're busy and you're collecting samples, you can actually stop for a minute and craft some extra sedative ammo without having to stop what you're doing, come back and see the crazy lady here, and it just helps a little bit. But the easiest thing for any of her tonics for in the beginning is to definitely just buy them.
Well, if that's everything for now. Take care.
And then once you get a little bit more into the game and you've got a lot of money extra, then go ahead and buy them. Just so that way you have them. But like one of them requires you use a sample of a panther or a cougar sample to create, and that's just too much of a pain. I got distracted. Valentine. No, better pamphlets to buy are the ones that you can get from the fence. So like your small game arrows for hunting, explosive rounds for defending yourself and your trader wagon. Dynamite arrows are a blast, literally. Haha. Alright, so I was not going to go to Valentine. I was going to go to Blackwater, but that's okay because... Alright, so where we are in Valentine is I'm standing not too far from the station, and this is called the auction yard. And see, there's a chicken coop here, and there's usually a handful of chickens running right here. Because if you cut through the yard on your way to do something in town, you always trample one, then everybody's mad, and then they call the law. Alright, we're gonna go in here real quick.
I have always said there's nothing wrong with a quiet man.
Welcome back, ma'am.
There's a barber in the back here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, 25 bucks. I'm just gonna change my hair color and I'm gonna put it back. Because I kinda like how she's got everything going right now. Something easy, and I got gold. Hairstyle updated. Alright, so from here, I'm gonna go and get some of the items that I need for the collectible. I'm gonna start out in McFarland Ranch today. There is a random jewelry diggable in the ranch building area. So that'll give me one with a shovel. And then if we go up to the Lower Montana River that's just up by McFarland's, there's a random diggable that'll give me a second shovel and a spot of goose eggs. So we're gonna hope that we get a good chunk of goose eggs. Okay. So in the ranch, right here, is going to be a tree, and underneath that tree is the dig spot for this jewelry. Grab ourselves some diamond earrings. Alright, and then up here, there's another Harriet location up here, should you feel so inclined to see her again. I picked the one over in the Graw because I was trying to combo that with the chickens that were over there. Alright, so right about here is the random. Right here at the bottom, next to the wall. Alright, now, right across the river there are our goose eggs. I want to see how many I pick up and then I'll go on the map. Ah, 4. So close, so close. Alright, so right here on the lower Montana, and then where the horse is where the random diggable was. So, it's okay. There's actually, not too far away from where we are now is a vulture egg, and I actually need that one to complete my collection. So, there is a random dig site here that we can use to get our 3rd shovel one, and then just up the hill is the vulture egg. So we don't really have to go very far from McFarland's ranch here. We can get all 3. No. Well, here, might as well. I'm not going to be able to go to Vulture anytime soon. Alright. So if you go into your satchel, and go to your collections, and go down to your alcohol bottles, and then just pick, alright, so London Dry Gin, I have 9 of, so I'm going to drink that one. And that's all there is to that one, and now your daily's done.
I don't bite. You know, I leave that to my friends.
Did he change his mind? There you go. There are a lot of, like, the spoonbills and the egrets and the errands and stuff. If you want to get closer eggs, I'm doing these ones just because, like I said, I know that I need the vulture egg to kind of finish off a set, and it's not too far from where I am. But as far as my stay close to fast travels while you're running around, LeGras actually has pretty decent egg locations close to it on the JR map today. Here we go. So here gives us our 3rd diggable. Done. And then just up the hill here. Alright, So the N in Austin, just below Steed. Right about there is where we're going to find our vulture egg. A little tree house. Alright. And done with collector roll. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get a wilderness camp to work out here. And I'm going to jump to the Moonshine Shack. I don't have anything ready to deliver at the moment, but I'm going to get one started. But as far as if you're playing alone, as a player interaction, so go up to your shack, let the triangle hit, and as soon as you let go of triangle, start hitting circle. Alright. Like I said, sometimes you may have to do it once or twice. Let all the scrolling messages show up, go away. Alright, so triangle, and then just start spamming circle. Come on. There it goes. See how it kicked in and said I got a player interaction? So then I'll leave and do it one more time. It's kind of a pain, but it's easier than trying to get random people to join your shack and get drunk and slap you around. So there, that one's done, and it's fairly easy.
Ah, bonjour.
All
You've
right.
been away on some travels, yes? I have some ideas.
I'm actually just going to do a full strong moonshine.
There
If I'm
are
going to spend the
things you can
$50
do
a
to
mash, I might
lower
as
the
well
price,
get
huh?
my money back good. And because we don't have to do anything that requires like a special one today, I'm actually just going to do a berry cobbler.
Yes, this will work very nicely.
This one's always easy. You just get canned peaches, raspberries. Raspberries you can find pretty much anywhere, especially all over in the heartlands. So if you just run around, you can grab raspberries all over. They're giant bushes, so they're easy to find. The canned peaches and the peaches you can buy from the catalog. So this is a really easy recipe to make. And then, so if we're playing with the band, I'm not actually going to sit here and play with the band for the full 2 minutes, but I am going to, if you have the band expansion,
From the bar talk, sounds like you may have been
L2
having
and
too
play
much
music.
fun.
And they'll sit down and
Well,
they'll start
thank
playing,
you.
and then
Time for a
right in this
show.
area here, when they start playing, you'll get a prompt that you can dance.
Maybe some of y'all
There
know
you
how
go,
this
start
one goes.
dancing. And then you just pick your dance. And if you stand here and do this for 2 minutes, it'll register for the daily. Super, super easy. Alright, so we need 2 more rolls. So this will be one of them. And probably my delivery when it's done. For generals. I guess if we could charge all these people for just standing around.
By the way, I see we have some fresh.
Alright. I'm actually going to swing back through Le Gras and see if chickens have spawned in there. have. I just need one. It's a really good spawn point, even with it being on the dailies. And it's right here by the fast travel, so it's super easy. Of course, somebody had to go tattle. Alright, so our last thing that I'm going to do before signing off, I'm going to catch up with, oh no, the law. Alright, so if you ride up next to an NPC here, jump to horse. Boop, get off. Alright. And that's how you jump to a horse. Preferably without all the police and shenanigans going on. I ended up finding it here. Let me get rid of the cops, and then I'll sign off. Oh, damn. Alright, that works. Alright, so I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome Saturday. I'll keep an eye on the comments when this posts. If you guys have any questions, if there's any dailies that you have that I don't have that you need help with, let me know. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.